Hello there, What Culture? I'm Ben Roy, and have you ever noticed that in the grand history of Star Wars, there has always been one constant? No, not the Force or the Skywalkers, the droids or the lightsabers, but its creative structure. When George Lucas was involved, he solely committed himself to his vision, to the point of reductiveness in fact, some might say. Now, since Kathleen Kennedy has been on top of the hierarchy, she has preached this level of commitment. There is an idea of what a Star Wars movie has to be, what the characters should be like, and what should be taking place. That's why Rogue One required such editing work, and that Phil Lord and Christopher Miller were removed from Solo. In both cases, the directors didn't get what they needed to do. But Solo's director change is a strange one, in light of an infamous Star Wars urban legend. One most happily portrayed fables from a Star Wars set. Considering that the pair were let go for their commitments to improvisation, even though their takes were a little more rigid than that. The fact that one of Star Wars' most famous lines ever was improvised seems a bit contradictory, don't you think? There's reason for it though, it's because people seem to think that Harrison Ford improvised the "I know" to Princess Leia's "I love you" in The Empire Strikes Back. This might as well be the franchise's biggest ever lie. It's also not true that he just thought of it on the spot while shooting and, rolled with the punches. Sorry to spoil the mythos of the Ford performance and the character itself. A journalist was on set the day the change was made, when Ford goes over to Irvin Kershner and suggests the idea. And this journalist was wearing a microphone. Ford: I think I should be maniacal. It won't stop the love scene. I mean, I don't have to put my arms around Leia to kiss her. I can't see how they would indulge in more than just a straight kiss in these circumstances. It has to be rough, brisk, and over with. Kershner: absolutely, I don't intend to mess around. Ford: I think Leia ought to say very simply, "I love you." Kershner then tries out, "I love you," and then you say, "Just remember that, Leia, because I'll be back." You've got to say, "I'll be back." You must. It's almost contractual. Ford then replies, "If she says I love you and I say I know, that's beautiful, acceptable, and funny." And then Kershner just says, "Right, right." And just like that, an iconic moment was born. But not while the cameras are rolling, but more of a don't have time to rehearse the damn thing. Ford deserves credit, of course, and his line is much, much better than Kershner's. But discussing a line before it's shot isn't the same as improvising one on the spot. And unfortunately for Ford and Kershner, Carrie Fisher wasn't so happy with the changes made, who shouted at them both according to the transcript. But at least she agreed to go with it, and thanks in part to her, this became one of Han's most greatest moments ever. But then again, we should all probably stop saying that it was improvised. So what do you guys think? Has this ruined the greatest ever Han Solo moment? Let me know down below, and don't forget to give this a like, share and subscribe. I've been Ben Roy Turner from whatculture.com, and I'll catch you later.